switch the camera. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Is anybody there?
One person, which might be me.
Okay. All right. No pressure moving this one. Maybe I should turn on a little bit. Does it say who that person is?
No.
Okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to just start?
Just start.
Okay. Hey, it's Berta J. You're in my kitchen with me today, live. So, I don't know what everybody knows, so I'm just going to say it again. Whenever I do a live show, I don't just like to stand here and look and wait for you to answer me or ask me any questions or whatever you want to do. I like to do something. I like to be moving and doing something. So I usually find something that I haven't made in a while or that I'm low on. And so today I have chosen what I call my very tasty, quick Farrow cinnamon bowl. It's very good. So I had to make some cinnamon. I had to make some Farrow first. Now this is really easy grain to make. I was introduced to it a few years ago just by accident, and I really like it. It's very chewy. It is not gluten-free. It's in the wheat family, so you're gonna get some gluten in it. But anyway, I made it this morning and it's still a little warm, so we're gonna start by putting in, hang on just a minute. You use milk. And I have made some milk. Now, the milk that I used to do the milk with whatever nut I was using, which was usually, almonds, and it was, or like cashews. But I have since found, and I'll link it below, I have since found this company called Joy, and they make, do you want to get that thing out of the cabinet right there? A jar of, it's all that's in it is that particular nut. Now they've started off with just almond and cashew, and now they have a lot of different things, and they also have powdered oat milk. Here's the company, and I don't get anything for this, but when I find something that I know is good, I like to share it with you. So I made some of that this morning because this cereal with Farrow needs some milk. And I have decided it also stays long in your refrigerator. When I make it, I put it in an airtight container with a nice close-fitting lid, and it will last. It's milk, but it'll last you at least 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. If you sit it in the back of your refrigerator, not right in the front where you open it and the warm air will hit it. It may even be longer than that. But I usually drink it pretty fast because I only make 2 cups. Anyway, this is how we start. I have chopped up some dates. Now, the first thing you want to do, this is the first thing you want to do, is put that in the bowl because you're really not using any sweetener. What you're going to use, this is going to be your sweetener. You use dates, you use dried apricots, you could use prunes if you want, raisins if you want, but I chose dates because I'm kind of partial to dates. I really like them. These are 2 Medjool and 2 Barhi dates. Just chop them up. And then I'm putting in this milk, which I've warmed. You see the heat, the steam coming from it. And what will happen is that this will soften the dates so that now you have a sweetener in your milk and it'll be quite tasty. So I stir that up very nicely. And I'll also put this, I'll put the recipe that will down below with the link right into my channel so that you can get it. Not hard at all. Okay, so stir that up really well. Got the plant milk in there. Let's stick this here. And you're going to put in a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now that seems like a lot. You can lower it if you like. I really like cinnamon. So shake it off. Put in a teaspoon of cinnamon. And when I use cinnamon, most of the time, I would say probably 99% of the time, not always, I'll say 99% of the time I'll use nutmeg too. And so I have a nutmeg scraper, a nutmeg container here, and I'm just going to do 15 scrapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Put that in. And I'm always looking for, as you should as well, looking for something that will cause what I'm eating to be a little more healthy. And ground flaxseed are really good to have. It's a lot of things about it. They have protein. It's also high fiber. So I put in a tablespoon of that. There you go. And now what you're going to do is you're going to stir this all up. It's going to get a little thick, but it's just stir and stir and stir. Is anybody out there that wants to ask me a question or want to let me know where you're from? When you come in, just come in and tell me what your name is and where you are, where you're from. I'd like to hear something from you today, okay?
Jade says that cinnamon is one of their favorite flavors.
No, me too, Jade. I really, really enjoy cinnamon. It's nice to hear one of my other troopers think the same way. So just make sure you get it nice and, oh, you know what? I'm trying to do it with a spatula. And I've got a whisk right here. And that'll get it really nice and it'll turn very brown. Now the last thing you're going to do, you whisk that together. You're going to add 2 cups of the farro that you've made. This tastes really good when it's warm, but you can use cold if you've got farro or brown rice or whatever you want to use. You can use another grain, but I just chose farro this time. And you're just going to put it in. You don't have to pack it down.
Why use farro and not oats?
You could use oats. This particular recipe, you can change up however you want. You don't have farro, use oats. Cook up some oats and put in 2 cups. If you don't have that, you want to use brown rice. I know there's arsenic in rice and nobody wants to eat it, but I still eat brown rice. I don't eat a lot of it like I used to, but I still eat it. Then there's the farro here. You could probably use, I've never done it, but like millet or quinoa. What you're trying to do is get a grain in you, but it's a cereal, and it's a nice little cinnamon bowl. You could use this, I guess, this is a lot. This is 2 servings that you could use as a dessert, or you could use as like a breakfast. And so you stir that up really well. And it's nice and thick. I don't know if you like your cereal whenever you make like a pudding or something like this, but I like it kind of thick when I do a grain. I don't like it so thin that it's watery. And this is that exactly. If you want to put in a sweetener instead of using dates or raisins or dried fruit, you could do that as well. And when you're finished, take a tablespoon of nuts, and I've just broken them into little tiny pieces. Here's my mixing again. I did some pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds, and also pecans, as well as some walnuts. So I cracked those up, and it's just a tablespoon. Put those on the top. Get them all. Get every little drop of whatever it is. You can't even see them now. It's so thick. But anyway, that's the end of that recipe. And I'm not going to do 2 or 3 recipes. I'm just going to do this one. And then you just stir it in. And I'm going to give it a try. How's that? It's very cinnamony. Probably shouldn't have put so much in my mouth. But if you don't like cinnamon, use a lot less. I used a whole teaspoon for 2 cups of grain, cooked grain. You could use half a teaspoon. What I want you to do when you come to my channel and you try a recipe and I'm using something you don't like, and it's not the basis, it's not the base part of the recipe or the foundation of the recipe. When it comes to spices or amount of or sweetener, just change it. If I'm using, or milk, if I'm using a plant milk you don't like, then use the one you like. And it'll be your recipe for you to fit your taste buds. Okay? And I'll eat another little bit. Jade, you would like this. You definitely would. Nobody's asked anything.
Do you want to go into the arsenic thing?
The arsenic thing?
I don't know, just like, is rice laden with arsenic? Is it grown in arsenic? You have rice, you might die 2 weeks later.
No. Okay, I just had a birthday. I turned 72. And I've been eating brown rice probably for 35, 40 years. I don't eat a ton of brown rice, but I never knew it had arsenic in it. There's arsenic in rice. And so people avoid it. They don't want to be bothered with it. I'm not sure. I can do some investigation on that. How about that? Give me a pencil over there and I'll go look up information because I know there's a lot on it.
Also, someone asked, how are things going behind the scenes?
Hold on. Well, I'll tell you the truth. If we had a couple more hands, it would be really good. It's a lot of work to do to keep our channel going. But Evan and I work hard, and he has a job. He also has a job that he works on. And I just am just busy. And I'm grateful that my family, everybody that lives in our house knows how to cook, so I don't have to worry about being the only cook. Evan's an excellent cook. My daughter is, my husband as well. So they take care of him. So it's a lot of work. And I'm not complaining about it because I love it, so I don't mind the work. But I'm trying to get myself more organized because there are things I want to bring to you. And I can't if I can't get myself organized well enough to do it. One of the things is I want to do a cookbook. And I really want to make an apron that that I can use. It's not going to be your normal kind of apron.
You have to go into detail about that. 'Cause
Okay.
you don't want someone stealing the design.
But it's going to be a nice apron. What else? I can't think of anything else right this minute, but just organizing myself well enough to get the pieces to fit together. And then when they don't, I have to go investigate and figure out why it isn't, and then go and come back and do the job so that I can get it done, so we can make the video and go on with it. But I'm always learning something, guys. I keep reading and I keep finding out and trying stuff, and behind the scenes is a flurry of activity. I think that's the best thing. So, I don't know what happened to my thermos, my thing, but I need some water. So that's the truth. So if you can do anything and you're a person who prays, pray for me that Evan and I will get, he's organized, he's pretty organized, and that I will get more organized, and we'll be able to do better so I can bring you more. How's that? That's the truth. Anything else?
Not really. I mean,
did anybody tell me who they are?
Someone, yeah, Jade is from New Jersey.
Okay.
Lime Rock 502 says they've never had Farrow with anything sweet, only like barley in soup or salad. Definitely will try.
Is it, you said Lime Rock, is it Limerick?
Oh, I guess it could be Limerick.
Limerick.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's not. It's an I, not a O. My
Okay.
bad.
That's all right. I know a lot of them. I mean, I answered a lot of their comments.
They also say, Limerick also says, it depends on the type of rice quality, the type of rice and quality. For the
With the amount of arsenic that's in it? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I think so. Yeah, Jade says you're doing great. Those are great ideas, the ideas that you just shared.
Thank you. I want this to be a place where you can come and ask me questions, and we can talk about things that you want to see, because I know there are millions of not websites, but YouTube channels out there, and I'm just one of the many. But I want you to want to come back. I want you to be able to ask questions and feel comfortable doing it. I am not by any means perfect. I get things, my many trials. If you could see some of the stuff I make, ends up in the garbage disposal. You would laugh at Berta. But I'm not going to bring that to you. I'm going to bring you the one that when it finally tastes good and looks good, that's the one you'll see. Okay? But it takes time to get there. And so anyway, that's it. Where are you guys from? Where are you looking at me, watching me from? Can you tell me that? Anybody got anything on that?
There's a delay. It's not going to happen that quick.
Okay.
You don't have to stay.
How long have we been here?
18 minutes.
18 minutes. Okay, well, that's all I've got. I won't keep you any longer, and this is what I want to do. I want to do a live show every month, and it'll probably be right in the middle of the month. This was the 17th. It'll probably be that way in June, and as many months as there are, I will do a live show in the middle of the month. And we'll be on at 3 o'clock, and we can connect then if there's anything. Or ask me another question that maybe you've put in the comments and I haven't had a chance to, because I'm the only one that does comments. And if I haven't had a chance to answer your comment, then you could just come to the live show and ask me there. And that would be okay too. All right? So I guess that's the end of the show. I wanted to do it for 20 minutes. Was it 2 more minutes?
A few more seconds.
Oh, okay. All right, so we stayed here for 20 minutes. It'll depend on you how long I stay. I'm not gonna stay all day. But if you have questions and I can answer them, then we'll stay a little bit longer. But I'm not here to bore you. I'm here to to connect with you and to answer questions or just to hear your comments and to appreciate you, let you know that. So with that, I'll say bye for now, and come the next time with something that you want to ask or make a comment. And I do appreciate you, Jade, for the comments that you've made. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.